All right, so you want to turn down your.
All right.
All right. Don't know who has their stuff in the background there, but there we go. Ooh, you reselling Colin Williams. Hey. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. It's your favorite podcast for your favorite connected franchise, Jump Talk. We're back once again. Live episode 13. We in here rocking. I got everybody with me. Unc, say what's up to the people.
What's happening? What's happening?
Nothing much, nothing much. Dino,
What it do?
Riggs,
We'll go down, people.
and of course, you know me, it's your boy A Sky. We back live again. Another great set of week. Boy, that push was quick this week, wasn't it?
Real
Yeah.
quick.
That's what I like to
It's
see,
quick.
man. Everybody getting it in, everybody ready to play. But we got to talk about some major trades that just happened within the last hour or so. We see the Buccaneers go and get them a franchise quarterback in Joe Burrow, sending the Titans a first round pick and a fourth round pick this year and a second round pick next year. Y'all think that's going to help the Buccaneers get over the hump, or should he have just stuck with Jameis?
I don't know. We'll see. I mean, usually in his big games, man, he yanked. Jameson always got yanked, and Brady came through in the clutch. But he don't have Brady anymore because Brady retired. So I can see why he made the move.
No doubt. T, what you think, man? Was it a good move, bad move?
I really can't say because I really haven't been following the Bucks too much, so I really can't say honestly.
No doubt, no doubt. Riggs, what say you?
Yeah, it was a good move from him. Young quarterback, free up some cap space. He also cut Derek Carr in the beginning, so it'll work out for him in the long run. Now, as far as like the Titans, he kept Mariota, so cap
Right,
contract on high.
right. I think it's one of those things where it's sometimes a deal comes across your plate and you just gotta take it. You just gotta take it. And I think
Don't try,
with
don't
Burrow,
try to cover up for what you did.
I mean, I'm trying to just talk about the Titans and Bucks trade. I don't know what you're talking about, T, but we'll give me a second. Give me a second to get there. But as I was trying to say, the Burrow goes into a good situation. I mean, he's got the back-to-back MVP in Ronald Jones as his running back, so he can run the ball. So at least he knows he can move the ball and let Burrow grow in whatever system he's got brewing. And I mean, that's always a big help when you have a run game. And he's got a great defense too. So he's got a young quarterback. I mean, if I would have liked to see him probably move Jameis just to get rid of the contract. But sometimes you got to eat those. Sometimes you got to eat those and just. I mean, he's got. I guess you look at it. He's got a decent backup if Burrows goes down. So, and the other trade that I believe my friend T was alluding to was Amari Cooper and Travis Frederick going to the Lions for free safety C.J. Moore, center Frank Ragnow, and a first round pick this year. Um, as I was trying to say, sometimes a deal comes across your plate that's too good to not take, and this is one of them. I had to take this trade. I had to make it work, man. I needed cap space to sign some guys so they wouldn't go to free agency, and I get a young free safety, which is what I was missing another safety in my system. So getting him is huge, and then I can possibly make some more trades myself with cap space freed up. And the Lions get them a top tier receiver and a great center as well to go with his line. And Moore's no slouch, man. He's young. I'm not Moore, but Ragnow. He's not a slouch, man. He's a star, and I feel like he'll grow in my system, so I can definitely use him. So we got younger at center without having to give up too much. So I'll take it.
I think both teams got. I think both teams got what they wanted out of the trade. So
Indeed.
Always make a good trade.
And I mean, I hate T had to see him first, but Amari, I guess his debut was something else. 5 touchdowns in his first game.
Woo!
That's it looked like that may have been the piece he was missing.
I gotta see him too.
He was missing, so we'll see. He might have found something in that trade for the Lions, man. The Lions they made some moves past couple seasons. Maybe this will be the one that gets him to where he's trying to get to. So definitely shout out to the Lions for that trade. We appreciate it here in the Dallas organization. So we good to go.
Scott, you got any more trades left, or was that your last one?
Nah, that was just my first one. Remember, I didn't have no cap room to make trades.
Oh.
That was just my first one. We can talk.
Oh, okay.
We can talk.
We'll talk.
You already know.
I think I acquired some things that we talked about last time that I couldn't do at first. We'll talk.
Okay. We did see some big games go down. The Bears versus the 49ers. Was that game of the week or who's game? Y'all, no, game of the week.
Ravens. Ravens still a game of the week.
Okay. But I mean, if you had to pick a second game of the week, it was definitely Bears, 49ers. We've seen both these teams in the playoffs. 49ers started off hot. What was he, 6-0, 5-0?
5-0.
Obviously he started off pretty hot. I know some of those were forced wins, but I mean he's played what, at least 2 of those. Yeah. He's played at least 2 of those, so can't take nothing away from him. He's built that team up to what he wants it to do, but he lost a tough one, 17-10. How'd that game go, Dino? What was that game like? Defensive battle?
Defensive battle, but let me tell you, man, I'm not gonna play the Niners cheap, man. That's the fastest team overall that I have played since playing Madden. That team speed is something elite. I mean, every position, everybody's a track star.
Yeah.
And they're a good team, man. They're gonna be a tough out, man. They definitely gonna be a tough out.
I mean, for it to be a close game, man, you had a lot of yards, so it was like he was bend but don't break. And I mean, like he got the stops, I guess, when he needed to get them. But because only 77 passing yards, but you had 168 rushing, so it looked like that was what you was going for. To establish more of a run game.
Well, I was trying to get the X factor for Cohen, so I wasn't really even, be honest with you, I wasn't even trying to pass too much, man. I was trying to get that stat, man, so I could get him his X factor, but I came up 10 yards short, so it is what it is.
Yeah, understandable. I think the other big game we'll be seeing this week is the Giants are back from suspension. I know they're itching to play, and they got the Chiefs right out the gate. That's going to be a good game. The Giants, I know, is chomping at the bit to play, so it's going to be an interesting game. We'll see who comes out on top in that one. It'll probably be an early morning game if they play. I don't know. But it should be a good game. What are we? We're halfway. Next week, trade deadline's coming up. Remember that. You got one more week left. Also note, if you're gonna trade with somebody that's playing a game, your best time to do it is before you both play. Cause I don't know if you both play, does it still go through?
Well,
Yeah.
injuries or anything could happen, so
That
the
part
player
too.
that you're looking to trade could be
Yeah,
unavailable.
yeah. So that part too. So you definitely don't want to hold out and hope you get a trade through. Go ahead and get your trades on. Remember how many trades you have left. Make sure you know for your own sake. If you don't not sure, you better ask around or figure it out. Cause you know we'll hand out that suspension. You know what's coming your way. Y'all know the rules. Speaking of that, I know Dino, you was ready. You ready to have a little conversation about some things with the folks. So I'll go ahead and let you break in with that right now.
Um, when setting up these games, being vague about your the time you want to be set, or you don't want to set a time. Those go into account when your opponent is showing the clear cut that he's trying to get the game played, that he's going above and beyond to get the game played. That goes into account. So just because you don't have a time set doesn't mean you cannot receive a forced loss. Just keep that in mind. And anybody who have talked to me here lately, I've always just said refer to the rule book. And that's my motto from now on, refer to the rule book. Another thing, guys, have said that we haven't been um, consistent on infractions. So that's our focus this year. We're going to be more consistent. You have an infraction, there will be some type of suspension. Just know that. Just know that if it's little or big, it's still an infraction. And say, oh well, I was already up by 40 points and I went for it. Didn't make a difference in the game. No, it didn't make a difference in the game. But yet still, the fact is you broke that rule. So just know, you break a rule. Everyone's been in this league long enough. You break a rule, there will be a punishment. There will be something handed down. So just note that. Just note. That's all I had. I wanna also say congratulations to I don't know if I matter of fact I wasn't on here last week. I don't know if I was here the week before. Congratulations to John Claude for winning the Super Bowl. Congratulations to you, Sky, for making it to the Super Bowl. Y'all both deserve to be there.
Appreciate
It
it.
was a great Super Bowl
No, it
for
wasn't.
the first 5 minutes.
No.
But,
Yeah, okay. Speak the truth, cause that was ass whooping.
but you've been there before, so
Hey,
and I'm pretty sure you're looking to be there again. So,
absolutely, absolutely.
so I mean, and so is 31 other teams.
Oh yeah, that's the goal.
Maybe 30. Maybe there's 2 teams out there probably know they don't have a chance. But that's a whole nother story.
Ooh, you a whole asshole.
Facts, man. It's facts. But I see the teams getting better. I see a lot of teams getting better, man. I see a lot of people making moves, and they may not make sense to someone on the outside, but they make sense to your gameplay, the way you play your game. If you play a slow game, you want the kind of personnel for a slow game. You play a defensive game, you want the personnel for a defensive game. You know, I just see guys making trades more for their scheme than just making a trade for just because it's a big name. So I commend you guys out there, but I'm telling you, the Bears are coming this year. The Bears are definitely coming this year.
And
We
another team
started off slow,
that's
but we're
coming.
coming.
Speaking of teams that are making their way up, we got to shout out the Patriots, man. 5-1. They've got a big game going in against the Dolphins. Their one loss came on a force to opponent. Unfortunately, it was the Jets, so that's a division game. But he's got a chance to prove if he's really a contender or a pretender in his Dolphins game. That's going to be a good one. I think that's maybe a surprise standout for me. I haven't really been paying attention to in the AFC East because I thought the Dolphins were going to be the runaway team there. But Patriots are 5-1 for a reason.
Yeah,
And then
he's
you
got some
got
good wins too.
yeah, definitely. And I mean the Jets. I don't know what's going on there, but I'm not. I'm not gonna count him out. He's not somebody I'll count out, especially in that division. That's still a tough division, man. That's still a tough division.
I think
Out
the
here
Jets
in the
started off with a pretty rough schedule.
yeah,
We'll see.
out in the North we got the Ravens sitting on top still, but I mean the Steelers look like they're trying to come, and the Browns figuring some things out, and the Bengals. I mean, the Bengals are never too far behind. They just sometimes user skills get in their way, but they'll be right there this year. I think they're gonna have a better showing this year than they've had the last 2 seasons. Steelers got a big game against the Ravens. How you feel about that game, Riggs, going into it?
Uh, feeling alright, I guess, man. Just not going in there completely healthy. Not gonna make no excuses, but he has stepped his game up over the years, and I'm pretty sure this is going to be one of those close games.
Yeah, yeah, especially being a division game. And I mean, it looks like he's found a little defense to go with that offense. 54 points for and 85 against. So he's figuring something out to get some points on the board. So it's going to be a good one. Y'all playing that, you said around 9?
Yeah,
So, is that 9 Eastern or 9 Central?
you said 9 Eastern, so probably
Okay, in about an
hour
hour.
after this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, not too bad, man. Riggs will be streaming. Y'all check him out. Chips with a Z88 on Twitch. I'm sure he'll be streaming that game. Y'all can catch it there. It's going to be a good one. Game of the week. Definitely going to be a good one. AFC West. AFC South. You got the Colts that got one win, and that one win came against the Texans. So I don't know if the Colts finally figuring something out. That defense, we did see them make a big trade for Khalil Mack earlier in the season. Dino, how you felt about that trade?
I really didn't want to trade Khalil Mack, but it just made business sense. And like you said earlier, I'm gonna piggyback off something you said earlier. Sometimes a deal comes across that you just can't pass. And it was a good deal for our future. It was a good deal for our cap space. And hey, I wish him the best. I know he still got a lot of years left in him for sacking the quarterback, terrorizing the backfield. But we just had to make the deal. We just had to make the deal. So.
No doubt. T, how you feel about Khalil Mack being gone out of your division? You feel good about
I'm
that?
glad. I'm glad. I'm glad. I was tired of facing him twice a year, and
not having no time back there.
This motherfucker go and play that damn Return of the Mac song while the game was on and all that shit. I was tired of that shit. So yeah, I'm glad he gone. Welcome to Indianapolis. I appreciate it.
No
Get
doubt.
him out of Chicago.
No doubt, man. That's what's up, man. As we talk about that and we talk about the NFC North, I mean it's looking a little tight. First part of the season. I know the Bears had a couple losses, but those were on those were unable to play games, weren't they?
Yeah. Those.
Okay.
Yeah, unable to play.
Fuck Chicago.
Sim losses. So sometimes you just take them as they come, man. But I mean, the user is 4-0, so. But the Vikings look like they're trying to do some things. They're right there. And then the Lions just made a huge trade, and we saw what he did debuted with. So
Lions.
You might have to look out for the Lions. Clearly, T isn't happy about anybody in his division. If anybody out there want to do some training with T and help him out so he doesn't back up 50 yards before he throws the ball and collapse his own pocket, hit him up. T, somebody will work with you.
That ain't it. I'm just tired. My motherfucking wide receivers dropping wide open passes.
Wide open to you?
Sound like it's time to get some new receivers
or some new glasses, because some of them niggas ain't wide open.
I was never mind.
NFC South, we see the Panthers, actually playing this year, 3-2. If they actually play, man, he's a good player. Saints started off, he started off suspended, so he's got a couple losses. He does have one win. He did just take a loss to my Cowboys. Not gonna take nothing away from the Saints, man. He's a tough opponent. I'm sure he'll be able to. But see, this is the type of stuff we saying. When these suspensions hit, this is how they hurt you. Because what was that? 2 games he had to sit out? 3 games? 2 games?
Who's that?
The
He had to
Saints.
sit out 2 games.
He had to sit out 2, man. You lose momentum. You start 0-2. That momentum's hard to catch back up with. The guys' morale starts dropping low. I mean, I know some of y'all don't look all into that stuff, but that affects your team, man. That affects your team big time. So when you want to throw up to your big name player and they ain't got that and they got low morale, they're like, man, I don't give a fuck about this ball. I still got my paycheck. So, I mean, that's why we want y'all to play these games, man, because then when you do be tanking and your team start looking like trash and you like, man, my team ain't getting no better, it's because you suck.
Ooh.
Because if you go into a game and you ain't even trying and you ain't not getting no XP when you're not trying. You can't expect somebody to get XP. You can't expect somebody to get XP and you bullshitting in the game because you want to tank for 1 first-round pick that you may get a star with.
And from what y'all been complaining about, y'all don't like the way how the draft's been setting up anyway.
Right. So that's my little mini rant in the middle of all this. The NFC East looking tough, man. Redskins, unfortunately, he had a couple losses he had to take due to the job, but I mean, real life happens, man. But he's back. I'm sure he's ready to play. I think he's got the Monarchs, I think. So I'm sure he's ready to get back to it and try to get some wins on the board. Cowboys just got a big win against the Eagles. We had 2 early losses, but we won 4 straight. Like I said, the Giants are back. So the NFC East looks like it's going to be tough again, man. NFC West, the 49ers done made some things happen, man. Cardinals, free Kyler Murray. Your process ain't doing nothing. I don't care about you almost beating somebody, almost winning, almost anything. You're 1-5. Free Kyler Murray. Let that brother go.
Ranked 30th. Ooh.
Bring him, let him go somewhere. Goodness great. What are you going to say? I tank every season to get the best pick and then don't do nothing with it? 49ers looking good this year. Seahawks can never count them out. I know they were looking for a big play receiver to complement Metcalf, but I'm not sure if they got one or not. Oh, yeah, they did. Didn't I trade? No, he was trying to get somebody for me. We weren't able to do the trade. Well. But the Rams, okay. Well, as we all know, the Rams have a new owner. I'm gonna say the big thing here, man. When y'all have a dispute with us or something happens that you don't like and we call y'all out for a rule and we're suspending you, we try to keep that as much between you and the commissioners as possible. You don't see us go putting on the page with your back and forth with us. You don't see us trying to get crowd support and things like that. Now, this comes down to everybody being human. The last few weeks, we've had some issues where we had to suspend some guys and they wanted to come on and put their 2 cents, but instead of, having a debate with like an adult with the person that's trying to explain to you what happened, you want to go straight to the page. That irks people. People get irked. And when it continuously happens, I know we give y'all an appeal process and we want y'all to get your peers to help you out, but when it's the beginning stages of stuff and we're going back and forth, don't try to run to the page and be like, man, they're trying to do me dirty and this, that, because you haven't even let us fully engage in what happened. Half the time, if you just sit and listen and we talk about it, you getting reduced suspensions. But you're going to catch a suspension because you still broke a rule. And you can say, oh, I don't like this rule. You know why these rules are in place? We've been doing this as a commissionship for what, almost 3-4 Maddens now?
Yep, 4 Maddens.
Yeah, it's been a while.
That's 4 years. We've
More than
seen
that.
just about, more than that, but 4 years is junkies. But longer than that. But we've seen what works and what doesn't work. We know what type of league we want to run. I don't care what this league over here is doing. and we do it like this over here, and they let us move this player here, and we can do all this. That's not what we do. We set out to make this a simulated league because we enjoy football played the way it's supposed to. Yes, it's a game. Yes, there's gonna be ways to beat stuff. But that's why we get on y'all about using YouTube Play. I don't use YouTube Play. Yeah, you do. We know you sit and watch. We ain't stupid. But don't get mad when you get called out about it and we trying to have a discussion with you about it. Because if you come in as correct, you may not catch no suspension. But you won't know because half the time y'all want to run to the page and get the bitching on the page and then get mad when we like, fuck it, you mute them. And now you ain't going to say shit. Or in the case of the Rams, you got to let some people go. I know y'all don't want to hear that, but we've always, our motto for this league is being, well, for me, ain't nobody holding a gun to your head, brother. If you don't like what we doing, you can go find another league. There's plenty of leagues out there. I'm sure there's leagues right now that you know have no people in it, but you know what league doesn't have that problem? Junkies. You know why? Because what we put in place works. Y'all go to these other leagues and y'all know they bullshitting y'all. I seen motherfuckers put the XP down week 1 through 4, put it halfway up 4 through 8, and then the playoffs get all the XP. What kind of bullshit? So what are you working for?
Preach.
The fuck is you working for? But nah, they let me move my players how I want to move them, and I can put a person here and do this, and I can flip that, and I can move them around. Bro, we've seen that happen, and the bullshit occurs. Because then you have a defensive lineman with 99 catching on some bullshit.
Yep.
We've seen it happen. You want to know who knows about that rule? Ask the Raiders. I'm not trying to disrespect the brother, but just ask the Raiders. We have these rules in place for a reason. No, you may not have violated.
The Raiders have had, like, he's the main person to ask about any violation dealing with player change and any kind of violation in general. Because he didn't have the majority of our suspensions last Madden. And you know what? He had the death penalty. He stuck around. And you know what happened? He didn't go to the page talking this and that.
Facts.
He remained private and kept it cordial and professional. That's all you had to do. When you start saying, oh, you niggas bullshit and fuck this and all, hey, bro, you getting your feelings about the shit, there's a mute button and a kick out the league button. It's always somebody to replace somebody, which is the crazy thing about it. But at the same time, you as users make us better. This is what makes junkies, bro. Man. So at the end of the day, like if you don't like a rule, you don't have to go to the page and voice your opinion about it. You can talk to us privately, and we'll listen to your input, and we may make adjustments to a rule. I said may, because I'm not gonna lie. Fleming keeps trying to put the 2 fourth and 2 fake field goals of punts in there. This shit's not ever gonna fucking happen. Because every time I see him run it, it never works. So there's no point. But
but we've also taken input from guys. You can ask guys. We've taken input from y'all in modified rules. We've done that. Remember, we didn't have all these trades during the off season. That was a modified rule. Cause y'all made a point, man. Let us have a chance to make some things happen.
Yeah, because you had 3 trades for a whole year.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Matter of fact, we adjusted the 4th down rule. It used to be what?
Used to be it had to be fourth and something before you could go. Now if you pass the 50, 4th and 45. If you pass the 50, go for it. If you want to. We've made adjustments in gameplay. We've done what we feel is best.
In the fourth quarter, if you up by 7 or less, you can go for it.
Yeah.
Anywhere. So
I mean,
it's been modified, man.
We try to help y'all out, man. It's not. We don't try to do
as far as the 4th down rule go, if you're blowing somebody out by 35 points or more, you have to punt the ball in the 4th quarter. Punt or kick a field goal.
All 4th down.
Yeah.
That rule supersedes everything if you read it.
Yes. But I'm saying, you know why how that rule's written out? Because we had people trying to violate it. Jeff, he the homie. Been in this league with us for many years. Jeff will try to find every loop around every rule we got. So the way stuff is written, thank Jeff. Thank the Colts.
Man, what was
honest.
that one user we had that used to because you couldn't go for it on fourth, but you had the fake punt. He used to do it on third down. It's a lot of people trying to go around the rules, but we haven't written such a broad strand of them, so it can affect every situation because a lot of people will try and go and find a loophole in it. There are some loopholes. Raiders, he done found some loopholes to the shit, and we can't do nothing about it because technically he's following the guidelines and the rules.
Yeah. But that's the way it works, man. So I know a lot of y'all been probably wondering what happened with the Rams, why it went down like it went down. I gave you a little insight. I'm not going to go too much more into it than that. We wish him all the best. Jeremy been with us for a while, too.
Shit, Jeremy was there from the beginning.
From jump.
Now he want to get in. Never mind.
But like he's trying to find other leagues to get the Rams in.
Yeah, and I mean I understand, but he knows. Trust me when I say he was doing everything to get back in because he knows it's one of the better leagues out there. And it ain't like this is confined to one state, one area. You got to go to your boys. We all over the country. And this to have this many people, 32 people in a league willing to put the time and effort in doing what they doing. We're not gonna leave people bullshitting us in the league.
Yeah, we're not gonna do every coast, man. We're on every coast.
We're not gonna bullshit the league because if we bullshit the league, that means we bullshitting y'all. And y'all grown, we ain't trying to bullshit nobody. So again, if you have an issue, we don't mind listening. Don't come in and making us feel like you trying to demand something of us either. That's not how that works either. You're not gonna demand nothing of nobody. But you can come in with a civil tone and a civil way of coming to us about an issue if you have it, and we can try to rectify it. We don't have no problem doing that. And again, don't think because you go to one commissioner, the other commissioners ain't gonna know. I know some of y'all may have issues with commissioners. Everybody's got something with one commissioner or another, but we don't leave nothing to one person. We don't leave nothing to chance. Everybody has a say in our group. There's 4 of us. We make decisions as a group, and we figure it out. So understand that happens. Because there's some commissioners that come in and bid on the behalf of you. Some of y'all getting lesser suspension times.
You know, I'm glad you said that because
it's always the commissioner that's always trying to make sure y'all don't get the max penalty as far as fucking suspensions.
Not me.
It's always one. It's always one. So
I'm not that one.
Okay, T, dang. Okay, he's the nigga that's gonna vote max penalty every time. But at the same time, we always vote. We always gonna vote. So it's not never just like, oh, he's getting the suspension because of this. We take a vote on it. It's always a voting process. Just like y'all have an appeal, we vote on the shit. It's never just. It's not a dictatorship, bro.
You know. I know. I'm glad Scott said that because, like, I'm usually the one that reaches out to you for your suspension, and I always tell you. You say something. You say, "Oh, I want to appeal." I say, "All right, I'm gonna get with the commission." Some of you probably think I'm bullshit, but we really talk it out and we talk about it and we decide if it's going to be. It's not that I say I'm going to get with the commission and then 5 minutes later just come back and say, nah, this is what we decided. No, we really actually talk about it. So if you appeal, it is a real appeal. It's not just me thinking over, oh, no, we talk about it. That's what makes this league work. It's a real appeal. You appeal, it's a real appeal. It's a suspension, it's a real suspension. Like, the commissioners are as one. So I may be the one reaching out to you to tell you suspended or tell you how many games. But know that I am discussing all this with the other commissioners. Just know that.
Absolutely. Go to another one. But don't think if you come and say something to us, it's not coming back to the whole group. I want you to understand that. Cause I think some of y'all try to go to certain commissioners thinking, oh, if I talk to this one, he ain't gonna say nothing to the other ones, and he can help me maneuver. No. We work as one. We do our best to make this thing happen properly and right for y'all. Again, y'all ain't paying nothing into this league. And what did my man the Dolphins just get? He got a nice little ring with a lighted box. Come on, man. Who else doing that for y'all? Who else doing that for y'all in a no-pay league? In a no-pay league doing that for y'all. So we ain't trying to disrespect y'all, but don't come and disrespect us either. We human just like y'all at the end of the day, man. Don't talk to me like I owe you something. Like I owe you something. I don't. Because my motto has been from jump. Y'all hear me say it every year. If you don't like what's going on, you are more than free to leave. Ain't nobody holding a gun to your head. But we know you're not leaving because you know this is a good league. Y'all know y'all had people ask y'all, oh man, y'all in junkies? How that going over there? I know y'all done had some people ask y'all about this league. Because you don't go as long as we've been going without people talking about this league. And a lot of these little leagues y'all be in, trust and believe they got a lot of what they doing from us. Trust and believe that.
Just go look at their rules.
No, we first. We fathered a lot of these little leagues out here. Please know that. And no disrespect to those other leagues, but please know we fathered some of these other leagues out here that y'all play in. Again, man, think about the reach we have. We on coast to coast. We've had a player that was in Japan one time, didn't we?
Yeah.
Wasn't he in Japan?
Yeah, he was.
So we've had, and I mean, he did his best to play his games. In the end, it was just one of those things, man. It's life, and sometimes it don't work out for you. But he was willing to put the effort in, man. Talking about a man all the way in Japan. Good connection. That shit, he had good ass connection. But again, life happens, man. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to stay in. But I'm just saying, we do this. This is what we do. We giving y'all a podcast. Who else out there giving y'all a podcast? Who else giving y'all some fodder to feed on?
You know, the piggyback, we value each and every member. Like I say all the time. But everybody in this league has probably played, I'm just going to guess, probably at least 4 or 5 different leagues. So you know the difference. You know the difference.
Yep.
I've been there. I know the difference. I know the difference of you reaching out to somebody all day and you still get a forced loss. I know the difference.
Speak on it.
I know the difference of commissioners. I know the difference of a league say, oh, you get an upgrade for this, that, until you confused. And everybody's got upgrades. You know what I'm saying? I know how it goes, man. I've been in those leagues. Man. I know what we got. Y'all know what we got, and that's why this league is growing, man. It ain't just because of the commission. It's because of y'all too.
Right.
That's why this league is growing, man.
And just because you see 32 in the league, man, don't think we ain't got another 30 or another 28 ready to come in, because the 4 of us ain't going nowhere. But don't think we ain't got another 28 be asking about the league. Wonder if there's an opening. Can they get somebody? You seen it on the page. Hey man, my homie want to know. Nah, and the thing about it is, I mean, I love to be able to say this. Nah, man, we ain't got no room. Cause we 32 strong. Come on, man.
Waiting list.
With a waiting again. 20. If all 28 of y'all want to leave, we got another 28 to fill y'all spot. Believe that. I'm not exaggerating. Y'all can think I am, but I'm not.
But we enjoy y'all here.
But we do, man. We do. I mean, and again, this is not to come down on y'all as not trying to come down on y'all, but it had to be said. Sometimes you gotta let people know. Sometimes you gotta let people know. Because I know sometimes y'all don't see a lot of us make posts on the pages regarding commissionership things, and you may only see one person doing it. trust me when, again, we've all said, all of us has gone into that decision. All of us have gone into that decision.
And you don't have to pay to play.
Man, again, the only thing you
It's
paid
free.
for was your Madden. We didn't make you go get Madden.
And maybe a new controller when you break it every once in a while.
But that ain't our fault. Again, we ain't make you break your controller. So no, again, man, I don't want to come off harsh. I don't want to make it sound like we mad at y'all. Nobody's mad. I just want y'all to understand where we coming from. So that way you know how to address us. We will address you with the same courtesy, and we can get things smoothly out the way. Because you know one way to avoid suspensions? Don't break a rule. So if you need a refresher on the rules, like, oh man, I don't remember, it's pinned on the page. Pinned. First thing you go into the group page, pinned statuses, it's there. Read through
Along
it. It may
with the
be
roster.
it's there with the roster. Read through it. It may take you a few minutes, but it's all right there. You think you about to do something? Let me read on these trades, man. Let me read again how this works.
And if you have questions, anybody from the commissioner will answer.
Absolutely.
Hey, can I chime in real quick?
Go right on ahead. Oh.
Nope.
I would like to reiterate something that Dino said earlier about the vague responses. If y'all read y'all rules, it does clearly state that the person with the most availability within the 48-hour advance can possibly receive that force win. It's a rule. Dino didn't state that it was a rule, but it's actually a rule. So some of y'all might want to read that.
Because we've had issues with people being vague. That's why that rule is in there. You're welcome.
You're right, T. Because I'm at the point now, instead of saying, telling people what the rules is, I'm to the point now. I just say refer to the rule book. Refer to the rule book, because I'm at the point now. We don't need to be at the point now. Everybody's been in this league for so long. We're not at the need where we gotta tell somebody the rule verbatim. Refer to your rule book. Everybody has the same rule book. Refer to it. Yeah. If you got something against what I'm saying, refer to it. And it's been times someone been suspended and they came back and it was different, and we had to change it. So refer to your rule book. That's my motto.
There you go. There you go, man. I mean, I think that pretty much covers what we needed to cover in this last little segment. I know it sounds like we mad at you, that we yelling at you. We're not, man. We happy y'all in here. We enjoy each and every competitor in here. We know y'all making time to play. I mean, shoot, we had a push in 24 hours, y'all. A push in 24 hours because everybody's ready to play, and those that couldn't play made it clear why they couldn't play and what the reasons were, and we were able to move on through.
Almost had 100%.
It was only one game that didn't get played. It was only one game that didn't get played.
Yeah. So, we were that close. And I mean, we understand life happens, man. We're not mad at nobody. Life happens, things happen. But what we won't let happen is just being vague about it. Because that's not fair to anybody. That's not fair to your opponent, and it's not fair to you.
I got some shit I want to say.
Oh, boy.
No.
I got
T's opinions.
I got some personal shit that I'm going to get off my chest.
T's opinions is T's opinions.
To the junkies community. Anybody that personally knows me in this league or from this league or outside this league, I take all of my losses with a grain of salt. You could beat me 100-3, 100-10, whatever. I'm gonna play. I'm not gonna disconnect. But if you playing me and you break a rule and you cheat me, I'm gonna suspend your ass myself.
I think they know that.
And it's not gonna be because of what the score is. It's gonna be because you broke a rule against a commissioner and you know you was playing a commissioner.
Not even just a commissioner. If you break a rule against anybody and they bring it to us, don't cheat anybody. Not just because you play. I mean, obviously, if you play a commissioner, you don't want to break a rule, but don't cheat anybody. Nobody needs to be getting cheated. And I've seen people on the page, well, I know some people doing violation. Well, tell us. We can't see everything. Tell us. Well, I ain't no snitch. Just shut up about it. That's simple. Because I know I'm tired of hearing that. Well, I know this person. I know people that ain't doing that. Then tell me who it is so we can get it sorted out. Nah, I ain't no snitch. Then shut the fuck up about it.
It'd be like, he always does it against me. We don't know. You don't stream. No proof.
You don't stream. You don't record. If you can't stream, you can record on your PS4 up to an hour. So if you start right when you play the game, you can end with probably about 15 to 20 minutes left of recording. So then you can go back and say, oh, this is where he cheated me at. This is where he did. But y'all don't want to learn how to work your system. That's on you. I don't know how to Twitch. Google is your friend. PS4 is the simplest system to Twitch on. Or YouTube. Either one you want to do. Well, it's not playing good for me. Are you using 720? Yeah, I got it on the highest setting. Well, turn your settings down. But I mean, that's being specific. But just in general, don't cheat anybody. And if you seeing people do stuff and you don't say nothing, don't bring it up when somebody else gets in trouble for something, or if you get in trouble for something. Well, I know they do it. Who is they? Where's your source? Give us the evidence. Because if you seeing somebody else cheating and you let it go and you know they cheating, and according to you cheating the whole league. You're not just cheating yourself. You cheating the whole league.
Exactly.
And if you want to cheat the whole league, you can get out. Leave. Cause don't cheat me. But I know I'm not going to sit here and babysit 31 other niggas. I'm not finna do that. Because we used to do that in the beginning, and then we made decisions so that we didn't have to do that.
Well, those were stressful times.
Yes, it was. Yeah, it was.
But again, man, we halfway through the season. We about to hit week 8. Trade deadline is coming up. Next time we come to y'all, it'll probably be about week 10 or 11. We'll be able to see a clear playoff picture. Some of y'all, y'all are in the hunt. Keep playing those games. Let's get them knocked out. Get your time set. Don't be vague. If you can't make a time, say something. Don't just not show up. Quick, hey man, can I get an extra half hour? Sometimes that works. But you just not showing up and this other person made the time to show up, that's cheating them. So yeah, you get a forced loss. Well, I had this happen. Nobody's saying you got to go into detail of what happened, but hey, I can't play it, man. That's simple. That's simple. So, we're going to come into these final words, man. Feel like it was a good episode. Got a lot of things out. We let y'all know where we coming from. Real quick, shout out.
Sound like you was venting, nigga.
Hey, man. Gotta get it out, man.
Honestly, man. Anybody in this league that was here from day one, you have seen you have seen the way the league has developed and the way it has become. And it's only growing. It's only growing every season. Not every man. It's growing every season. Every season, this league's get better and better. So, you can stick with us, and a lot of people have. The core has went. I think we started off probably 12, and the rest of the league was, in and out, replacing teams. Now, the core is pretty much 32. I'm gonna be honest with you. The core is pretty much 30, maybe 31, maybe 30. But the core is pretty much 32.
And the thing about this league is the team you have next Madden, if that's the team you want, you know you ain't got to fight nobody for your team. Y'all know when y'all go to these other leagues, you got to get a randomizer. You might be having to go behind 6 friends of the commissioner. You may not get anything close to what you wanted. You know, this league, if you in here, you in here. We've toyed around with the idea of fuck coach firing, but we look at it like at the end of the day, this solid 32 is what we got, and they rocking with us. We gonna rock with them. Cause some of y'all should be fired. Sorry, y'all.
It's all good, man.
But we know at the end of the day, we know we can count on you to be in this league. Like you said, if you getting your ass whooped, you gonna take it. If you whooping ass, you gonna love it. But we know we can count on you to be a player that's not gonna be like, man, I keep getting beat, I'm out, and then try to come back or fuck up the teams or some shit like that. We know that's not what you're gonna do. So why would we get rid of a competitor, a guy that's trying, willing to make the time to sacrifice and be in this league? For somebody that might come in and do a season's worth of bullshit, and we gotta fix shit.
And I don't give up no Sims. It's gonna be a force my way or we playing. Goddamn, fuck that. I don't give up no Sims.
And I rock with T with that. He's right, man. He will accommodate himself to play you when he can, as best as he can. And that's pretty much all of us, man. But sometimes we know life happens, man. We understand that. And we just ask that y'all to give us the same respect. Go ahead,
and I work 50 plus hours a week.
There you have it, man. Everybody pretty much in here, we know working. Everybody know we this is our release, man. This is our time to get away and just have fun. Y'all know y'all ain't got no money on the line, but you still come in this. You come in this league and you trying to do the best you can to do what you can to win a championship. Them other leagues y'all in, I know some of y'all like, oh, we pushed. I didn't even know we pushed. This league, you waiting for the push. You waiting to see we pushing early. What's going on? Y'all ready? Y'all snapping at the bit to play. Right. Because this league is legit and we have a good time in here. So let's not have bad time, man. Last few weeks, man, we've had to deal with some issues. Let's get away from that. We don't like dealing with it. But when we do deal with it, we deal with it swiftly, we deal with it fairly, and we deal with it how we gonna deal with it. But we just asking that y'all give us the same respect at the end of the day. Because you've never seen a commissioner go on the page during a dispute and be like, oh, look, this nigga in my inbox doing this, and he's saying this, that, and the third, man. Why you trying to book? We don't do that. So why would you do that to us?
And the rivalries in this league,
man,
they real. The rivalries are real. I got a few.
Yeah.
I got a few.
I mean, to be honest, man, the AFC West, them dudes been rocking for what, the last 3-4 seasons? Last 3-4 Maddens?
Yep.
And they may be hot garbage against the rest of the league, but you go watch them games against each other, they entertaining as hell. But they all still trash, man. The AFC West get hot trash of the week. Anyway, we're going to move on to the end of the episode, man. Man, shout out real quick to you, man. Hope you had a happy birthday. We appreciate you in the league.
Thank you.
We appreciate everything you do.
I appreciate anybody that got on my page and wished me a happy birthday. I really appreciate it. I had a nice day.
For sure, man.
Thank you very much.
For sure. With that, man, we'll let you lead off with your final words first, man. Go ahead.
We like having y'all here. Continue to be productive members of Junkies, man. Play your games, get your game scheduled, man. And everything else gonna run smoothly.
Yes, sir. Riggs, what you got for us?
There was a lot said today, but at the end of the day, we appreciate y'all being here. We appreciate you guys getting your games played in a timely manner. We almost had 100%. Man, that shit was so fucking close. I damn near shed a tear on that.
And not only 100%, but 100% in 24 hours, y'all. A day. Y'all was ready to go. That's what I'm talking about, man. My bad, Riggs. Go ahead, man. That made me excited too, man.
Oh man, that was it, man. Shit, I got kind of joyful on the inside, man.
No doubt.
Love
Dino,
tears.
man. Dino, I know me and you was the catalyst for this harshness, man. Go ahead and give the people something nice.
Um, Man, the first half has been very exciting. We've seen some teams that's normally in the top 10. They're not there. If you look at the top 10, it's a whole new top 10 than you used to. Like,
Yeah.
so, but just know the second half. Just know second half, those teams that's normally in the top 10, they're coming for them guys in that top 5. The guys on the baller list, targets.
Targets on
I'm
your
not
back.
on the baller list. I'm used to being on the ballers list. I want to be back on the ballers list. I'm coming. I know Sky want to be back on the ballers list. He's coming. There's some other guys that want to be back on the ballers list. I don't think Trey Charles is on there. We're coming. We're coming. But I appreciate the way that just shows the development of other guys developing their teams, because you got guys that's been on the ballers list this whole season and hasn't come off that I didn't see on there before. So, hey, just keep up doing the good work, man. Keep the league growing, and anything you need from me, just reach out.
No doubt, man. Again, piggybacking off of everything everybody said, we appreciate y'all in here. We enjoy y'all being in here. We thank you for your time and your effort that y'all put forth. You see what we giving out, man. We giving out rings, straight up. I got one from last year, man. I need another one for this year. It's a beautiful thing to have them rings, man. I'm trying to get a fistful. You know what I'm talking about? But I mean, y'all make it tough, man. The competition's fierce, man. I can't sleep on anybody. I got a heck of a gauntlet coming up, man. I got the Seahawks next. You know what time it is. It's time to come see us. But we got them Giants after that, man. We looking forward to that. We ain't played in, I don't think we played in the season, because the last 2 games we had, I think, had to be Sims. So, or no,
Just
the
know
last game.
if you win a ring, just know you earned it. Everybody know you earned it, and you know you earned it.
Oh yeah.
You know it wasn't get. You definitely earned. You get a ring in this league, you earned it.
Oh yeah.
No ifs, ands, or buts.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Except
man.
for that one. We do have that one asterisk.
With the Saints.
Yeah.
No, that was the Vikings. That was the Vikings that year.
Oh, the Vikings that year. Oh yeah, it was. Hey man, but I mean I'll give him this, man. He did beat somebody that we didn't think he was gonna beat, so I'll give him that.
Oh yeah, he definitely did. Yeah,
you know what I mean? He beat somebody.
He had 2 wins.
Yeah,
he had 2 wins, quality wins. He just
But I mean, at the end of the day, we ain't taking nothing away from him, man. He got that. He earned the right to be there playing throughout the year. But if y'all know that last year, that season, that particular season of Madden, you talk about having an overhaul in a league and a league keep going, ask about us. This is what we do. We overhauled, 6 players? 6 competitors out of the league?
Low key, I think we overhauled total that year. We did probably over 10.
Yeah. And I mean, it happens,
a couple
man.
Vikings users that year.
Yeah. Because then we end up coming back to the Super Bowl winner. I want to say he came back and took that team back again. I don't know. But I mean, we do this, man, and we ain't trying to disrespect nobody, but we know how we want the league we put together. We know how we want it ran, and we know how to keep it fair and competitive. And y'all can't say it ain't get fair and competitive when we made that overhaul. So, and again, like we said, we moved 10 people in and out, and we moved. It was really more than that. We've had more users come in and out that year probably than any year prior. But what we inserted back in, they may not have won right away, but they got better. And this year they're right there where they want to be. Because they came in, stayed loyal to the league, and stayed loyal to what we were trying to do, and got better every year, every season. So, again, long rant short, appreciate y'all. Seahawks, you know what time it is. Y'all know how I end this thing. How about them Cowboys? Yeah.